So, hello students, today we have to study about the algae. We have to study about algae. We are studying plant kingdom. And in this plant kingdom, we will study today about the algae. Algae, it is algae plural form, and its singular form is alga. Its singular form is alga, and study of algae is known as phycology. It's known as phycology. Phycology. Specialist that is called as the phycologist. So, in relation to algae, what we have to study. Features, characteristic features. Body is thallus, autotrophic, thallus, autotrophic, aquatic, they are found in the water, and they also found some moist places, but mainly these are found in the water. These are aquatic in nature. In aquatic, some may be found in fresh water, or some may be found in marine water. Marine water. They are found in the fresh water. Fresh water may be stagnant water or running water. Fresh water may be stagnant water or running water. Stagnant stagnant water means the just like water in ponds, lakes, ditches. These are the places where water cannot flow. That is stagnant water. Algae is found in this water also, and maybe running water. Running means that is the rivers, canals, etc., etc. So these are the places where algae are found. There are some unique habitats where algae is found. As some unique habitats where algae are found. One is hydrophytic. One is algae. Some algae, some species of algae are found in saline water. So that is hydrophytic, found in saline with extremely saline water. They are found. These are the unique habitats where the algae are found. Next one is the cryophytic. Cryophytic. Some algae are found on the mountain, the ice. At the mountain area, it is covered with ice. It means having the extremely low temperature. At that places, algae are also found, and algae which are found in the ice, these are called as the cryophytic. Epiphytic. Epiphytic. Fungi, sorry, algae are found on other plants. Some algae are found on some other plant. This is called the epiphytic. Algae found on other plants. And these algae are called as the epiphytic. And symbiotic. Next one the symbiotic. Symbiotic algae. You are familiar to like ants. Mainly some green algae are associated with fungi, and such association is called as the symbiotic association. Next one is the parasitic. Parasitic algae. Actually, algae are autotrophic in nature. They have chlorophyll, so they make food themselves. But there are some algae which are parasitic. You know that the about this parasitic algae which causes diseases and which found on other plants for the requirements. This is called the parasite. As you know that the red rust of the tea, this is caused to algae. So this is parasitic, and next one is the endozoic and epizoic and endozoic. And we can now observe here. So symbiotic right here. Right here. And you need right here. Allopathic. Cryopathic. Epiphytic. Symbiotic. Parasitic. And next, algae, that is epizoic. Epizoic and endozoic. Epizoic and endozoic. Some algae also grow on the body of the animals. This is called as, or these algae are called as epizoic, and some algae are found within the body of animals. It is called as the endozoic. As you know about Zooxanthellae. Zooxanthellae is found in the body of the hydra, so that is the best example of the endozoic algae. So these are some unique habitats algae. Now, for more important thing, pigmentation. Algae are variable in color. They have various type of photosynthetic pigments. So next one is pigmentation. You know that they have body, their body is some algae having the colonial form. Some have the very big, which are found in the sea, called the kelp. Their height is more than the height of the tree. So next one is the what we have to study about the pigmentation. Pigmentation, how many pigments are there? One is chlorophyll. They have chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, and chlorophyll D. They have a variety of the chlorophyll. Some algae have chlorophyll A and some have chlorophyll B, some have both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. And in this way, various type of the photosynthetic pigments are found in algae. And carotenoids. carotenoids. It includes carotene and xanthophyll. Chlorophyll and xanthophyll. And 5-coerythrin. Phycoerythrin and fucogen and fucogen. Actually, this is fucogen. So these are the different type of the pigments and which are found in the algae, and this causes variation in colors. If we see the structure of the legal cell, these are the eukaryotic cells, and they have the various type of various shapes of chlorophyll. So some have any spiral, some have girdle shape. Let us discuss how many type of the chlorophylls are there. An important feature is there, they have the pyrenoids. In the algae, important feature is there, algae have the pyrenoids. So next one is the reserve food materials. Different type of algae have different type of food materials are there. When we discuss about the different classes of the algae, then we discuss different type of the chlorophyll pigments. In the same way, flagellation may be also of the various types. So next we have to study about the reproduction in algae. How algae reproduce. Reproduction. Reproduction in algae. How algae reproduce. So in algae, reproduction takes place by vegetative method. One is by vegetative method. It is very common in filamentous algae and in vegetative propagation. The process is there. Fragmentation. Process is there. Fragmentation. Fragmentation. In this method, the thallus breaks into pieces, and each piece develops into new thallus. Vegetative method of reproduction is very common in filamentous algae. Next method is asexual. Asexual reproduction. This asexual reproduction takes place by Variety of these spores as Jewish spores, Apelloid spores, echinids, hypnospores, etc., etc. But by the Jewish spore is very common. Jewish spore is very common method of asexual reproduction. Jewish spores, most of the cases, these are the pair set having the flagella, and they swim in the water, and when they get, as in case of Eurothrix, as in case of the Eurothrix, for example, so they swim and they attached to the substratum. After swimming, they got attached with the substratum, and they withdraw their flagella. And this cell work as the hold fast, and in this way, new individual is part. So Jewish spores directly develops into new individual. So that is by the Jewish spores. Next one, sexual method of sexual reproduction. Next one is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. In this sexual reproduction, male and female gametes are involved in the reproduction. It is mainly are three types: isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous type. First one is isogamous. In case of the isogamous, what happens? Both the gametes are morphologically similar. Externally, they are similar. There is no difference between both. But physiologically, both are different. One works as male gamete, and other works as the female gamete. Male gamete are the positive strain, while other works as the negative strain. As in case of isogamous, suppose this is one gamete is there. This is another gamete. Both are morphologically similar, means morphologically similar, but physiologically different. Morphologically similar, but physiologically different. Morphologically similar means this one gamete and this belongs to the gamete. One both having the one works as the positive strain and other works as the negative strain. One work as the positive strain and other work as the negative strain. Both fused together After that, develop into zygote. So in this way, this is isogametes. So up to we have to study here only. So this is the fusing gametes are morphologically similar but physiologically different. One gamete works as the male gamete while other as the female gamete. Now next one the anisogametes. Anisogametes. Both gametes are morphologically and physiologically both gametes are morphologically and physiologically different. Both are motile. Both are motile. Both are motile. In this situation, suppose one gamete is here and other gamete is small in size. This gamete is big in size and this gamete is small in size. So both the gamete are different from each other. Morphologically, one is big and other is small. On physiologically, this is a small one works as the male gamete, while big one works as the female gamete. So having male gametes and the female gamete. So here both morphologically and physiologically different. Both are motile. Male gamete is smaller than the female gamete. Now next one is the oogamete. Next oogamete. In case of the oogamete, both both gametes are morphologically as well as physiologically different from each other. Here, male gamete is motile, while female gamete is non-motile. Male gamete is small in size and motile, while female gamete is big in size in comparison to male gamete and non-motile. So here in oogamete, both male and female gametes are morphologically both male and female gametes are morphologically and physiologically different from each other. Male gamete is small in size and motile. While female gamete is big in size and non-motile. And if you see its diagram, this is female gamete, this is female gamete, and this one is the male gamete. So this is first one is female gamete and second one is male gamete. So in this way, fusion of male and the female gamete bring about the process of fertilization, and the gametes are of different type, one the small and the big. So we view different terms like the isogamous, anisogamous, and two gamous type of. So next time, so thank you, that's for today. Next time we will discuss about the chlorophyce. Discuss about the chlorophyce. Thank you, that's for today.